If you want to know what to charge for your coaching and consulting, then this video is for you. And if you stay until the end, I'll gift you my brand new pricing guide for coaches. It reveals the exact dollar amounts that you could charge for your one-on-one coaching, your group coaching, and even your online courses. So let's dive right in. What's the first consideration you must make when selecting your pricing for your coaching services? The first consideration is to clarify your true cost of delivery. We call this the floor. What does it cost you to deliver your service? So if you are a one-on-one coach, then the biggest cost is your time. And so the one way to consider how you want to charge is thinking about how much is your time worth? How much do you want to be earning hourly? Now, I'm not suggesting that you price or you charge by the hour, but I am suggesting that you consider that. This is a consideration that helps you maximize your pricing. So maybe you want to make a minimum of $500 an hour or $1,000 an hour. Okay, then if you're offering 1 hour coaching call once a week, that's 4 hours a month, and maybe there's some work in between that, an hour or two for pre-work, then that's 6 hours a month, and you're charging, let's say, $2,000 or $3,000 for that month of coaching. How much is that hourly? That's a way that you want to think about it, and that's the floor. That's the absolute floor. We're going to go above that, but you want to think about what's the floor. It's the cost of your delivery. If you have a team that's delivering for you, whether you've got coaches on your team that are delivering one-on-one coaching or they're doing group calls, then you want to think about what does it cost you to pay your team to coach on your behalf. Those are the considerations so that you make sure that you're not just charging but not making profits. We got to make sure that your pricing is making you a profitable coach. That's the first consideration. The second is to define the value that your clients are getting. So what is the value of the results that they get? If you're a business coach, this is generally easier to measure. So let's say that you help people get more leads and grow their business, and you help them add $50,000 to their bottom line in 90 days. Okay, that's a great offer, right? And let's imagine that you want to charge comparable to that value. Now, I don't suggest charging $50,000 for $50,000 of value. What I generally recommend charging is charge where the value is 10 times, that's the formula, 10x, the price that you ask for. So if you're adding $50,000 of value, then you could have a $5,000 coaching offer. If you're adding $100,000 of value, then you could have a $10,000 coaching offer. That way you ensure that you are always over delivering. We don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. We want to make sure to underpromise and overdeliver, because that's how you create and convert your clients into raving fans that bring you a lot more referrals. So what is that value that you bring? Now, if you're a non-business coach, let's say you're a life coach or a health coach or a relationship coach or any other niche out there, there's still significant value to what you provide. We've just got to quantify it. So if you're a health coach and you help somebody improve their health, lose weight, feel more confident, what sort of value does that have in their marriage? What's the value of being a better role model to your kids? What's the value of feeling more confident in your career and getting that promotion so you make more money? That's how you want to think about the value of your coaching. Remember, we're charging based on the value, not based on the time that you're giving them. We're charging based on the value and the results that they get. The other consideration is how much is your accumulated life experience and expertise worth? Because when somebody hires me and I teach them a technique or a strategy that takes me 30 seconds to say, are they paying me for those 30 seconds? No, they're paying me for my 15 plus years of experience. That's what they're accessing. And they would benefit by me just getting to the point in those 30 seconds, then stretching that out over, weeks and months and years of coaching. They just want the result now. So that's how I want you to think about it. That's the best way to think about pricing your coaching services. The third consideration is reviewing the pricing of your competition. Now, I'm not suggesting that you model and copy your competition. I'm definitely not suggesting that you decide to lower your pricing to be the lowest cost option, unless you have a Walmart model and that's what you want to do. But it's important to see what the market is used to paying. So if you're a health coach, or if you work with stay-at-home moms, or if you're an executive coach, look at the other coaches and consultants out there and see what they charge. opt into their funnel, download their lead magnet, sign up for a call, look at their website, see what their pricing is. And that way you have an understanding of the competitive landscape. Again, not for you to copy, just for you to see and then differentiate. Because if you are going to be, which I encourage you, more expensive than your peers, then you got to be able to position yourself why you are that valuable. The fourth consideration is to test your pricing sellability. Now, I'm a big believer in that numbers don't lie and data drives decisions. So what I mean by sellability is, what's your conversion rate? Okay. The target that we want to aim for is about 40%. That's a very good target conversion rate. What that means is that 40% of people that you not have calls with, but actually make an offer to, say yes. So 4 out of 10. Now, if you have a very proven marketing process, if you have a very proven sales process, and your conversion rate is much higher than that, it's 80 or 90%, then it's telling me that you're probably charging too low, right? Because if you increase your rates and nothing else changes, maybe you drop down to 40%, you work with a little bit less clients, but you make a lot more money from it. So that's what I mean by testing your price saleability. The opposite is true as well. So let's take a look at, you have a great proven sales process. Your marketing system is dialed in. Every call that you have is with an ideal target avatar, your ideal niche, but you're only converting 5% or 10%. Well, maybe your market is not receptive to the price that you're asking them to pay. Now, again, that assumes that your sales process and your marketing is working. Most of the time, though, if somebody has low conversion, it's not just because of the price, it's because they have a broken sales process. They need to fix that. They need to encourage their mindset, improve their mindset, or they need to really do a better job, not just generating leads, but nurturing those leads so that people are 80% sold before they even get on the call with you. But it's important to know that and to know your numbers. So keep track of what your offer conversion rate is. Most coaches are at around 10%. The target that I want to see you aim for is 40%. If you're way above that and everything is working great, then I suggest raising your prices. If you're way below that and things are broken, let's fix those things. But if they're not, let's consider lowering the prices if you have to. But again, I do not recommend lowering the prices. I recommend being better at capturing the success stories of your clients, marketing those success stories, building credibility and social proof online. Those are the things that are going to move the needle in your coaching business. So let's dive into the pricing, because I know what you're watching this for is not my frameworks and my tips. It's, okay, Peter, shut up and just tell me the price I should charge. So here's what it is. Let's start with one-on-one coaching. I'm going to recommend for each of these offers that they are a 3-month coaching package, because that's a great package to start with. Sure, you can do less time. Sure, you can do more time, but 3 months is the best place to start. And don't have paralysis by analysis. Just decide. 3 months works. Let's start there. Okay. For one-on-one coaching, a great place to start for 3 months is either $3,000 or $1,200 a month. Notice the price. Notice the pricing there. $3,000 is a prepay, pay in full discount, and then if they need a payment plan, it's just $1,200 a month. So they could pay $3,600 over 3 months. Or if they prepay up front, they save $600, which is a 20% savings. Remember, you want to reward somebody for prepaying. You don't want to penalize somebody for having to use a payment plan. So that's a great place to start. And again, these pricing amounts are exact amounts that I'm recommending, but they're ranges. What I mean by that is I'm going to tell you the exact amount, and your niche may not be able to pay that, or this may be a drop in the bucket and you may be laughed out of the door if you went into a Fortune 500 company and made a $3,000 offer when they're used to paying hundreds of thousands of dollars on solutions. So again, take this into consideration. This is a range, but for many of you, this is a great place to start. For group coaching, 3 months as well, I recommend just doing half the price of your one-on-one. So if your one-on-one is $3,000, then your group program for 90 days could be $1,500. And you could offer a payment plan as well. That could be 3 monthly payments of $600. And it has the same similar pricing structure, which is you're incentivizing and rewarding a 20% discount if they prepay up front. So we got $3,000 for one-on-one. We've got $1,500 for group. And then for an online course, the target that you want to aim for is going to be $997. That is a great price point for online courses. Now, when you first launch your course, though, it may be lower than that, and that's okay. When I first launched Fearless Coach Academy, I didn't even have that brand then. I think then it was called Earn 10K Coaching. I was teaching coaches how to earn their first $10,000 as a coach. And it was a 6-week program. I think the first time I charged it or promoted it, it was for $97. Now, it was worth way more than that, but I just wanted to get some sales. So once I got the sales, I saw the conversion. I said, okay, cool. It's worth more than that. Let's test $197 and let's test $297 and let's test $497. And as I tested it and the course got better and better, I got up to that price point of $997, which is a great price for an online course. So those are my recommendations for those 3 pricing structures: one-on-one, $3,000, group coaching, $1,500, and then the online course, $997. Now, if you want to create more high ticket coaching packages, now you understand this mindset, but you want to create packages that your prospects can't resist, then I highly recommend you download my brand new pricing guide for coaches. It's what I offered in the beginning. If you want that, just comment guide below this video and my team will send you a link to download it. It's completely free. It reveals the exact dollar amounts and more detailed training on exactly how to charge high ticket so that you become a profitable coach. Before I wrap up this video, I just recently noticed that about 73% of people watching this video are not subscribed to my channel, and that's way too high. So if you've gotten value from this, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button right now, smash the subscribe button, as they say, and like the video. That way I can produce more videos like this and help more coaches. And finally, once you've subscribed, make sure to watch my next video, which is how to get your first coaching client. Now that you know what your pricing could be, then go ahead and click up here, watch this video to learn how to get your first coaching client. My name is Peter Scott, reminding you to be here, act now, and fear less.